I don't know that there's been any family in wrestling, either related for real or professionally, that had as much impact, as much reach, and as much influence as the Graham family did.
Graham has the hardest punch in wrestling history.
The originator of the Graham wrestling family dynasty was Dr. Jerry Graham. He had the bleached hair and he carried himself like a star, and what's more, he had the gift of gab.
We will be the International Tag Team Champions as soon as that match comes off, and it's going to be the greatest match ever.
Brother teams in New York were over at the time. But if you could find a guy that looks something like you, nobody's reading your birth certificate, just say it's your brother. Eddie Gossett was in Texas wrestling as Rip Rogers, and a lot of people told him, "You look like Jerry Graham." Jerry and Eddie connected, and in 1958, the Graham brothers, the Golden Grahams, as a team, ruled the roost in wrestling in the biggest TV market in the country, where wrestling is already red hot, being presented in the most famous arena in the world, Madison Square Garden.
Dr. Graham has just the treatment for that tired, nagging backache. Eddie performs the surgery while Jerry looks on approvingly.
If you could sell out Madison Square Garden, you could sell out anywhere.
Eddie and Dr. Jerry made a fantastic duo, aided by everybody, and just really drew the crowds in.
And just main eventing Madison Square Garden, they were probably making close to six figures per year in 1958 and 1959, and that would translate into somewhere over $1 million apiece in today's money.
With money and fame to burn, Eddie and Jerry are box office sensations. But before long, Dr. Jerry's behavior outside the ring becomes even more notorious than his matches.
Dr. Jerry Graham, as big of a genius as he was in wrestling, was an alcoholic, was mentally ill, and he got in a lot of trouble and caused a lot of trouble. Jerry Graham, to impress fans, used to light his cigars with $100 bills, or he would walk into a biker bar and walk right up in front of a guy and say, "Hey, my name's Balls, you got any?"
But the most shocking incident involving Jerry Graham transpires years later in his hometown of Phoenix, Arizona.
One day he got the word that his mother was sick and in the hospital. And he called the hospital and he told the doctor that his mother better come out of that hospital in good health. And then she died. So Dr. Jerry Graham shows up with a 12-gauge shotgun, a .38 caliber revolver, and an 8-inch long hunting knife, and appears in the intensive care unit where he fires a shot at the doctor, and then goes down the hallway and grabs the gurney that his mother's body is on. And as he's taking it down the hallway, here come the orderlies and the interns, and they're trying to tackle him. So he grabs his mother's corpse and slings her over his shoulder. And he's screaming, "I just want to take her and bury her." Jerry Graham was so good at his chosen profession, and he was also completely, utterly insane.